Um, this is the only one of the songs that was written originally, back 30 years ago when we planned the original album. And this song was so strong that it was the only song that we kept. And we felt like we could do better for the rest of them, but for this one, we knew we had to have it. This one lyrically is obvious. This is the second coming, seen through a conqueror's eyes. This is the Sturm und Drang. This is the actual battle, come to life. And musically, this song, more than any on the album, I mean, Phil's guitar work is what absolutely makes this song. I remember Phil had laid the leads down, and I was not here. I didn't hear it. And so the first time I heard it was when Richie sent me the roughs, and oh my gosh, I loved it. Immediately after the second chorus, I think, you hear this guitar like low start to come to life, and it almost sounds like a rusty giant, coming up out of the earth. And, oh man, I absolutely love it. And then the entire lead and the build up and everything, to me, it's very climactic. It's a perfect way to end the album. And then I had told Phil, I said, look, at the very end, I want a big crash. We want to lay a big bed for you to really put some stuff in there. And I was not disappointed. I mean, it sounds like metal is crashing. It sounds like things are colliding. I love it.
Yeah, Warlord to me ties 30 years of, if you want to call it, old Philadelphia and new Philadelphia. It's like passing the baton off. It's like that song ties the two time periods together. I'm glad we kept that song. Obviously, we were going to do Warlord back in the day, and title-wise, we wouldn't write another song called that. That one was truly strong enough. And and out of the material we had in the past for this record, definitely doing the new material, writing, just seeing what we could do. We had no idea how things would work, but keeping Warlord and seeing how it turned out. We only had really bad recordings, of that in rehearsal back in the days. So it was really even hard to hear, different parts of it. So when we got in the studio here to work on the song, I realized how really what a tremendous song that is, and it's up there. I'd say probably this one, to me personally, is probably the most powerful song out of all that we've ever written up at this point. So it ties the back end, the front of this and the end together. As far as what we did 30 years ago and doing this today.
I was I knew what you wanted for the end and the beginning, so. It was great fun. I loved recording this song. I'm real pleased with how it turned out. I kind of echo your thoughts on it and stuff. It was neat to see something that we could pull from 30 years ago forward. It was the whole idea that we wanted to do back then. I remember when we were writing for it originally, and the disappointment when it ended up not happening back in the day and stuff. So I think to complete Warlord, when the final parts were tracked and stuff, and it's like, okay, that one's done. It was, I don't know, it's just kind of a cool, unique moment and stuff. It's like, yeah, it's done. After 30 years.
Kind of like holding your breath for 30 years.
Yeah, exactly.
Wow, we did that, man.
Yeah.
That's really
and
amazing.
I knew you hadn't heard the guitar stuff, so after we tracked it, and Richie and I were listening back to it, it's like, Ryan's going to like this.